Beungong Meulu and Beungong Peukeun. In ancient times, in a country in Aceh, there lived two brother and sister named Beungong Meulu and Beungong Peukeun. Both their parents have passed away. Every day, Beungong Peukeun searches for shrimp in the lake. One day, Beungong Peukeun did not get even a single shrimp. On his way home, he saw an object that caught his heart. Turns out it was an egg. When he got home, he boiled the egg and ate it. It was really strange. The next day, Beungong Peukeun felt very thirsty. Not only that, his body was getting longer and scalier. Finally, one morning when he woke up from his sleep, Beungong Peukeun had turned into a dragon. "Why did brother eat the egg? Now you have become a dragon," said Beungong Meulu, sobbing, regretting what his brother had done. The next day, Beungong Peukeun asked his sister to leave their hut. Before leaving, Beungong Peukeun told his younger sister to pick three flowers behind their hut. "Come on, get on my back and hold the flower tightly. Don't let it fall," ordered Beungong Peukeun. When passing a big river, Beungong Peukeun drank the water until it ran out. Suddenly, a dragon appeared who was angry because of Beungong Peukeun's actions. Both of them fought fiercely. When Beungong Peukeun won the fight, the flower in Beungong Meulu's hand withered. They continued their journey. In the middle of their journey, they were blocked by a big dragon. There was a fight again. Suddenly, a flower in Beungong Meulu's hand became withered. Let her know that soon the fight will be won by Beungong Peukeun. After winning the battle, the brothers continued their journey across the ocean. Apparently, in the middle of the journey across the ocean, Beungong Peukeun was again attacked by a dragon. This time it was a very large dragon. When the flower in Beungong Meulu's hand did not wither, she began to worry. Beungong Meulu became more and more worried when Beungong Peukeun seemed to be overwhelmed by the dragon's attack. When he knew that he was going to lose, Beungong Peukeun threw his sister off his back. Finally, Beungong Peukeun was killed by the huge dragon attack. Meanwhile, Beungong Meulu was thrown and stuck in a tree belonging to a rich merchant, who later married her. But unfortunately, during her time as the wife of the rich merchant, Beungong Meulu never spoke or smiled. She was always quiet and looked sad, even until they have a child. Her husband is looking for ways to find out the cause of his wife's sadness. So one day her husband pretended to be dead so that the child burst into tears. "Oh, my son, mother knows how sad the heart is when someone we love is left behind. I lost my brother who was killed by a dragon in the ocean." Even now, the mother cannot get rid of that sadness. Hearing Beungong Meulu's confession, her husband then woke up. Finally, he found out the cause of Beungong Meulu's sadness. The next day, he invited Beungong Meulu to go to the sea, where Beungong Peukeun used to fight against a giant dragon. When they arrived at the beach, Beungong Meulu and her husband saw the scattered bones. Beungong Meulu is sure that those are the bones of her brother. So she collected the bones and then recited a prayer while sprinkling flower water on the bones. By the grace of God, a miracle suddenly happened. Beungong Peukeun appeared and stood in front of them. Since then, Beungong Peukeun lived with his sister, and Beungong Meulu was no longer silent. One day, Beungong Peukeun was walking on the beach. At that time, he saw a giant reddish fish. He stabbed a sword into the fish's body and then gouged out the fish's eyes. Because it was too hard, the eye of the fish was thrown so far that it fell in the yard of a ruler in a country. The fish's eye then turned into a mountain. The ruler was uneasy with the mountain in his courtyard. He then held a contest. Whoever can move the mountain from the yard of his house, he will be made ruler in that land and be married to his child. Beungong Peukeun, who heard the competition, immediately went there. As soon as he arrived at the intended place, he immediately plucked the mountain with his magic sword. In an instant, the mountain can be thrown far away. The ruler kept his promise. Beungong Peukeun was given the power to govern the country and married the ruler's daughter. Finally, Beungong Peukeun and Beungong Meulu lived happily.